to draw winter.
Yeah, the word winter in block letters. We hope you're going to follow along. It's going to be a lot of fun. You need your drawing supplies. We're going to use a pencil first and a marker. And we also need
some paper and something to color with.
Yeah. All right. You ready to start?
Yes.
Let's first use our pencil and we're going to draw the word winter. Really simple. We're just going to start over here on the left side and we're going to draw a W or right. W. There you go. And you can press lightly so that it's easier to erase. I'm going to press down hard so that our friends can see it on camera. Now let's draw the letter I. And I'm going to write it right next to it so that we have room to kind of fit it in. You could also write it this way and then you would have more room. But let's keep going. Let's draw the letter the letter N next. Win. Then we're going to draw the letter T, E, R. So I went kind of quick, so remember to pause the video if you need extra time. There you go, E and then R. There you go. Yeah, that's the nice part about drawing with pencil or writing with pencil is now you can go in and erase that other line.
Yeah.
Nice job. Now let's turn our letters into block letters. So these are just guidelines. Now we're going to trace around, and we could do bubble letters or block letters. Bubble letters are just round corners, but let's draw block letters. I'm going to first draw a line above this side. Then we can trace around the W. So we're going to come back up like that. Nice. Now let's draw another line at the very top. Okay, cool. Now we can draw a line going around the outside of our W and connect over to where we started. Now we can erase the first letter that we drew inside. Let's erase the W guidelines inside of the block letter. Now let's draw a rectangle shape around the letter I. So we can draw over the first letter. I'm going to go kind of quick. Look at that. It just did it right over the W. Oh, and yours is a little further away, so you can leave the space so it doesn't overlap. There you go. And then let's draw a circle around the top. We did a lowercase I for fun. Mm-hmm. Now we can erase the inside guidelines for that letter. Because my two letters overlap, I can erase either the guidelines for the W or the guidelines for the letter I, depending on which one I want in front. I think I want to put the I in front of the W, so I'm going to erase the guidelines for the W. So I'm going to erase inside of the bottom of the I and also inside the top of the I. Like that. Yeah. See how it looks like it's in front now?
Yeah, that's cool.
Now we're ready to trace around the letter N. I'm going to start down here, kind of like what we did for the W, and draw the bottom right here. And we could also add the top of the letter over here. And now we're going to trace around or on top of the letter N and connect to that other side. Oh, I love that you're doing the bottom. I'm going to do that too. Trace around the bottom and then connect up to the top. Good job. You did it. Now let's switch to our eraser again and erase the guidelines inside of the letter N. I love that you erased the guidelines for the letter N so that your I is in front of the letter N. I'm going to do the same thing. So my I is in front of both the W and the N. That looks awesome. Good job. Now let's do the letter T. I'm going to start over here and draw a line on the side and then trace around the bottom like this. You can really just go around the whole thing. The top of my letter T is a little longer, so I'm going to make it short like this and then cut across the top. There you go. Good job. Now let's erase the inside of the letter T. And when we fast forward this part, remember to pause the video and take time to erase your guidelines. Now, should I put the T in front the letter N or behind?
I don't know.
Which one are you going to do?
I'm probably gonna put the T in front of the N.
In front of the N? I'm going to put it behind the letter N. So I'm going to erase the T so that the N looks like it's in front. Oh, I like that. No, I'm going to change it. I'm going to put the T in front. So I'm going to draw that back in like that. And then erase the letter N inside of the letter T. Cool. That looks awesome. We also have our little sweeper we can get our shavings off of our paper with.
So we don't smear it.
Yeah. Now I'm going to trace around the letter E. I'm going to go across the top like this, down, and then across the bottom. Oh, I like that you added, yeah, this little side right here. Mm-hmm. Good job. And then we can add one on the bottom. And then we can also add one in the middle. And then let's connect the top. We'll go inside, down, and then out. There's the top of the letter E. And then let's do around the bottom of the letter E. Now let's erase the inside of the letter E. I'm going to erase the letter E inside of the letter T so that the T looks like it's in front. Now we're ready for the last letter, letter R. We could draw those short little lines at the end of this line and over here too. Let's go around the outside first. We'll go up, around the top, and diagonal connect in. There you go. Now let's do the inside of our letter R. We'll go up and diagonal line down. Now the last thing with the R, we got to draw a little D inside the top part. Good job. Now let's erase the inside. Kind of wish that my letter R overlapped with the E, but that's okay. We'll just leave it like this.
Yeah.
We did it. Awesome. We've finished drawing the block letters for the word winter. Now we're ready to switch to our markers. And the first thing I think we should add to this word is snow.
Snow.
Yeah, definitely snow. I'm going to draw, we could even add a stocking hat on one of the letters too. Let's just add snow. Let's add a bumpy line like this going across the top of the W. And the reason why we drew the pencil first is because we're going to erase the inside of that letter that's inside of the snow. Then we'll connect the top. Let's do snow on top of the letter I. Yes, and then we could draw the top of the snow going over the top. We're kind of making it a little bigger than the pencil line too. Oh, let's add snow behind the letter I on top of the W. Awesome, that looks really cool. Ooh, we could even add snow right here on the middle part of the W. Let's add more snow on the N. I'm gonna go a little faster since we're just repeating the same steps. Mm-hmm. So a little part of snow there. Yeah, right here on this part. Mine's pointy, but yours has a flat top. I like that. It's different. There you go. Over the top. Now let's switch to the letter T because this is in front of the N on ours. I'm going to draw the snow going across the top and then over and connect. Yeah. Then we can add the snow over the rest of the N. Okay, now let's add the snow on the letter E. We'll go across a little wiggly line, and then we'll go up and over. And then the last letter, let's add it to the R. Wiggly line across the top, and then connect over and down. There you go, we did it. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
What else could we add?
Icicles.
Yeah, let's add a few icicles to the letter T. I'm going to draw a little one and then maybe a bigger one right there. Good job. I like that. Well, we could also add another icicle on the left side. Oh, let's add more snow to the letter E. I'm going to draw a wiggly line on the middle part of the E and also down here on the bottom part. let's switch to our eraser and erase the guidelines inside of the snow. This will make it a little easier when we trace around the letters so we don't get confused. This part we'll fast forward again, so remember to pause the video. Now we're ready to switch back to our marker. Let's trace around the pencil lines for each of the block letters. So we'll start on this W. Oh, I'm going to stop right there on the I. I'll come back up here, draw the top of the W. And then maybe I'll switch to the letter I. We'll draw the bottom. And then the rectangle shape. I'll go up. And then the last part right here on mine is the little W in between the top and bottom of the I. Good job. We did the two letters, W and I. You did it. Now this next part, let's fast forward, and we're just going to finish each of the letters by tracing over the pencil guidelines. We're almost done. It looks really cool, except let's add one more detail. Let's add an iceberg to make it look even colder. I'm going to start here and draw a curve that comes out and then back in. And we could do the same thing over here on this side, come out and back in. Yeah, and then another one that comes out over here and then back in. Nice. Now in between this line right here and all the way over here, we're going to draw the back of the iceberg. So I'm going to imagine it going through, and then we're going to come in between the N, the T, and the E, all the way over until we connect to here. Nice job. That's another thing we could have drawn with a pencil just to help out, but you're doing great. And it's a little higher there, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, now let's draw the front of our iceberg. I'm going to add a little line like this, a zigzag. We'll come back over here and maybe add another one and then connect it. Oh, that looks really cool. Keep going. And you can change it. I love that yours is different than mine. It doesn't have to look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Now on each of these little bumps like this, so like right here, maybe right here, we're going to draw, let's start on the left side, and we'll start on the very outside edge. I'm going to draw a diagonal line that kind of comes in. Yeah. And then right here, we're going to do that same line that comes in, and we want to measure this with our eyes and move it over there. So it's the same length. Now, maybe on this side, let's start over here, all the way over on this side, and draw another line, but coming in this way. I'm going to add another line right here. Maybe on yours, you could draw it right here. That looks cool. And then maybe let's draw, I'm going to draw another one right here. Yeah, you could add, that one could go straight down. Now, here's the really tricky part. We're going to try to match this line that's in front of our iceberg down here at the bottom. So I'm going to draw this curve right here and connect it in. Is that cool? So you could do the same thing right here. Draw it curving in and coming right to there. Yeah. Now this line, see this line right here that goes up and then down? Do the same thing. Match it. And you could even add that little bump right there. I'm going to draw my same curve right there. There you go. Good job. And then let's do the same thing right here. You're going to match this same line, and then you want to also put this little bump down here at the bottom.
Yeah.
So I'm going to draw the same thing right here, round, like that, and then connect it. I could even add another line right here to connect down to the bottom. And then mine, I'm going to draw a little curve that comes like this and then in. You could do the same thing right here. Just draw a little curve that goes in. Nice. Now we could also add little water lines. Maybe our iceberg is floating. These are ripples in the water. Maybe our iceberg is floating in the water with the word winter on top. You could add a few over here too. You could also draw a narwhal.
Oh yeah.
You could draw a snowman.
You could draw the narwhal's horn sticking out of here.
Yeah, you could. That would be awesome. You could add snowballs. Maybe there's a little pile of snow right here. I'm going to add another little snowball Maybe right here too. You could add, what else?
Another iceberg.
Oh yeah, you could add a small little iceberg, maybe over here on the side, like this. You could draw any shape. I'm gonna just draw it in really quick. There we go, like that. And even maybe some more ripple lines. Awesome, we did it. We finished drawing our word winter.
We're not completely done.
Nope, we still need to.
Color it.
Yeah, this part we'll fast forward again, but at the end you could pause the video if you want to match our same coloring. You ready to fast forward?
Yeah.
We did it! We finished coloring our drawings and they turned out awesome. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
We only used 2 colors. If you have the same Bianyo set, we used a dark blue B205, that's for the letters, and then B203,
3.
that's we used for the shadow on the snow, and then also the side of the iceberg. You could also color in the water, but we left it off. I also added extra wiggle lines to make it look like the word winter is shivering. You can pause the video right now to match our same coloring or color it any way you want. You could change the colors. You could also add more things to the background like we were talking about.
Yeah, like penguins.
Oh, penguins would make it perfect.
We hope you have a lot of fun drawing winter.
I'm sure your drawings turned out awesome and we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye!